Hey guys, welcome back! Today we are going to be finishing this layer of Castletown. We still have one more house to build, some details to add, and then another fun little idea which I am very excited for. But before we can get onto that, we have a house to build. After all, we can't really keep having this giant hole in the ground. One of the residents might fall in and get hurt, which would not be good for anyone. So let's cover this up and get building. And just like that, we have the final house on this tier, and once again we've gone with a bungalow vibe with the whole property being a single floor. I really didn't want this house to be too tall since it's right next to the wall, and I think it would have looked a little bit strange if the roof was basically on a level with the top of the wall, so a bungalow was definitely the way to go. And if we head inside, we have a lovely open plan main area, starting with the kitchen, which has plenty of ovens to cook food and a decent amount of counter space for the size of the kitchen. We also have a little bit of storage with a nice padded top so you can sit on it to tie your shoes before heading out. And we have a sitting area, which as always has plenty of bookshelves. And while it's not quite a reading nook, I do love the way this alcove turned out. It feels incredibly cozy. Then we have a nice corridor with plenty of artwork and shelves for display before we turn into the bedroom. And this bedroom is nice and big, giving enough space to have a dedicated working area as well as a bedroom space. And honestly, I think this might be one of the roomiest bedrooms we've made. I mean, look how much space there is for activities. And you may have noticed during the time lapse that we also finished doing the various details around this part of town, and I had quite a lot of fun with these. So first we have another altar where people can give offerings to the various gods. So down at the dock we have an altar to the god of the sea, but up here the people are more concerned with the goddess of family. And this altar of course has the traditional chest for physical offerings and the prayer, "May your family be strong, may your line be long," which feels very appropriate for this family-oriented area. And we also added an approximation of a TARDIS. Does this fit the vibe? Not really, but I mean, who doesn't want the Doctor to occasionally visit their world? But with our final house and all of our details done, it's time for the fun addition I previously mentioned. And if you're thinking that there isn't really any space on this tier to add any more fun details of any significant size, well, you'd be right, but I think I found a little loophole. And it can be found right about here. You thinking what I'm thinking? Let's do this thing! So, can you see what's different? I mean, honestly, probably not, because from out here, the only difference is this little button right here. But if we press that and then we run over here, we can enter this secret little room. I mean, it's not currently super secret given we haven't covered the top of this tier yet, but once we have, this place will be completely hidden from view with the button as the only visible sign that anything is going on. And oh man, is something going on. I am incredibly happy with how this room came out. Standing here, just inside the door, this room feels really quite grand, with the shiny copper ceiling forming a dome over the table, the countless paintings, and the general, relatively sophisticated decorating style. And if we come to sit at the table, the view is really quite wonderful. I was originally a little bit worried that I was overdoing with the paintings. I mean, we have used like 24 or something, so it is definitely a little bit over the top, but I really like the atmosphere. It's giving rich secret society vibes, or possibly, as I was originally going for, upmarket gambling den. But whether the scattered papers are playing cards in a poker game or minutes from a previous meeting, this secret little den is exactly what this area of town needed. Something a little bit silly, a little bit sinister, and a good bit fancy. But with our hidden den done, our housing tier is fully complete, and I am so happy with how it came out. My initial concerns about not being able to make the houses feel distinctive turned out to be pretty unfounded, and we ended up with 9 different houses, each with their own character and their own style. Plus, we managed to add plenty of fun details and little points of interest, so overall, I really love this tier, and hopefully we'll continue to love the different areas as we move up towards the shopping tier. However, I think before we move on to that, we need to take a little bit of a break from Castletown, which is why for the next few episodes, we are going to be changing things up. So next episode, we are going to finally play around with some spears, because I don't think we've even made one of those yet, so I am very much looking forward to that. But until then, thank you guys for watching, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!